Hi guys, Daz here with a new weekly series called 1 Week Later. And this is basically where I just recap the hot books of the previous week. Thanks to a site called comicsheatingup.net, I can bring you just that. What is hot? This is the list of the best books from the 7th of November 2018, and we're going to start with DC. And now, although this book sold out online, it did not reach its potential. Which book is that? It is Deathstroke 37, that Killer Bee cover from Matina. Awesome Two-Face cover. This was on a lot of people's want list last week. Initial sales were just a bit over cover price, and some reached as high as $9.99 with free shipping. But regardless of what the secondary market tells us, this is still a sweet looking cover for you Matina fans, alright guys? This is the week from Matina. He had 2 or 3, I think there was a Batman, and there was an awesome Aquaman cover he did as well for Justice League. But this was the best of them for me. That could be a long-term hold. Best Two-Face cover I have ever seen. We also saw the reboot of the Green Lantern series with Grant Morrison writing it. Now, I picked up the Frank Quitely cover B, which is doing okay. It's just a little bit over cover. The regulars are doing nothing at all. But I don't know whether you knew there was a Matina variant for Green Lantern 1. And that was only available through Frankie's Comics. And that's going around the $13 range. But nothing too spectacular. I'm not the biggest Green Lantern fan, but I didn't mind that Quietly cover. I haven't read the book yet. Let's move on to Marvel. A book I passed on, it was very close to picking up, was Marvel Knights 20th. Solely I was going to grab it because it's Donny Cates writing it, and of course, what he touches usually turns to gold, but I've heard mixed reviews about it. Now, it sold out on a few online sites, but it hasn't had much action at all in the secondary market. So this can basically still be found for cover. I'm glad I passed on that one. The only other Marvel book of note that seems to be doing well is this book, guys, and it's a Star Wars book, and this is Imperial Cadet issue 1, and this is the Luke Ross variant. Okay guys, don't know what it's like across the pond over there. You've probably got a lot more opportunities to grab these. We don't see many incentive variants, especially for Star Wars, over here in the UK. Now, sales have been as high as $89.99, which is insane. Most recent sale was a $59.99, and that was a best offer, which was accepted, I believe. But if you can find them, they're saying to flip it because it's not really going to be a long-term hold. I just like to be able to find it, basically. That was probably the Marvel book of the week. Moving finally onto what was a good week for independent comics. And I'm starting with this one. This is Road of the Dead, issue 1 from IDW. Okay? This is seeing quite a bit of success on the secondary market. This is the regular A cover, and this one is currently going between 10 and 15 bucks. There is a 1 in 10 variant that is going easily 25 plus. There's still one of these left in my LCS. I might go back and pick it up. I don't really flip books, but if nothing else, it's going to make a pretty sweet prize. Okay, and this was the prequel to the late George Romero's Road of the Dead movie. Okay, and that was written by Jonathan Maybury. But like I say, if nothing else, it is a very good read, this one. I've read it, it was brutal. Very mature audiences only. Okay, so look out for Road of the Dead. Up next, I went to Bristol and I hit the two biggest stores in Bristol, which was Forbidden Planet and Excelsior Comics, and I managed just to find one, and that was surprisingly in Excelsior Comics. This is Punchline, issue 1. This has had some fantastic success on the secondary market, as high as $35 this one is going for. And on a normal week, this would be the winner of the week. There was a Virgin variant listed at $199.99, and the best offer was accepted. They're selling anywhere between 30 and 50 now. There is like I said, the variant is selling between 30 and 50. I couldn't find the variant, just the regular. Don't know how you guys have been hunting this one. I know Bat Avenger, my friend, he usually gets all kinds of books, and he couldn't find it across the pond. So it's a bit of a ghost by all accounts. There aren't many available on eBay at the moment. But like I say, that one is $35. The variant is 30 to 50. Like I say, normally that would be the book of the week. But it's been a great week for Antarctic Press. They seem to be the company that is doing the best at the moment out of everybody. They're competing with the big boys, DC and Marvel. And the reason is, this is the book of the week, guys, isn't it? Without a shadow of doubt. That was Rags 2. I went to Bristol, like I said. And again, I only found one copy. I got in Forbidden Planet, one of the first through the doors. This was on the shelf. Couldn't believe my luck. Snagged it. I have pre-ordered it as well. And since I've been in my LCS, and I have subscribed to Punchline and Rags. Rags 2, like I say, this is the regular cover. And recent sales have been $79.99. Wow. That's insane. There is a ratio variant that's going around the $100 mark at its peak. So that's pretty crazy for an independent title. Obviously, it's a very low print run. Now, I think there's some info coming out about Rags 1 is now going to be mass reproduced. So people who have spent a lot of money on Rags 1 are going to be cursing a little bit. But as it stands, Rags 2 obviously has a lower print run than Rags 1, and this book shows no signs of slowing it up. Now, there was another independent title that has been doing quite well, and that is WWE 22, the Rizal Virgin variant. And this is the book I'm talking about, guys. Okay, this one here. I was on the lookout for that, but of course, slim pickings, couldn't find one. And that book there, the WWE book, is going between 27 and 30 bucks. And there's a few auctions online at the moment going, and so it's one to watch. They say it's going to drop dramatically, so if you find it, they're advising you to flip it. I'm not a flipper. I do need to start selling books, but look out for that. WWE 22, the Rizal Virgin variant. And the final book I'm going to talk about is a book that I think Jim's Comics first brought it to my attention. Again, I've been hunting it high and low, no success as yet. And this is a comic from T-Pub, a small independent company. And their book, this one here, guys, Transdimensional, issue 1, just recently came out. Transdimensional from T-Pub. And it's having some success. It's going now between 12 and 15 bucks. I've been looking on eBay. I can't find any at the moment. They reckon that's a long-term hold because it is such a minute print run. They think it's going to increase. So it apparently was showed off first in a previews book. So that's the book of the week, guys. Rags 2, that's the winner. So that's the gold medal, that's the silver medal, and that's the bronze medal. Delighted to have all three. If you've got those three, guys, for the week, you were laughing. Hope you've enjoyed this new little segment. That's Daz over and out. I'll see you again next week with this series. Bye for now.